you don't have Ty Simpson being drafted in the first round. You have Mendoza starting the first round off, and then 0 quarterbacks in your 2.0 mock draft for the rest of the first round. And you got the Jets having a shot at 16. You've got the Rams sitting there at 29. Everybody's thinking that the Rams might use their second first-round pick that they got from Atlanta in last year's draft, I guess their second first-round pick that they'd use would be their own. Maybe on a Stafford successor, but you don't have it. Why is that? What's your thoughts?
Well, there's the 3 teams there, and I'll take them one by one here because you look at the teams that could be those quarterback teams. The Jets, it feels to me a lot more like they have their assets in next year's draft,
yep.
and that's where they're pointing towards. And this year, take a flyer. I've been, advocating, hey, why don't you try and make a move for Tanner McKee or Davis Mills, and maybe you get lucky, hit lightning in a bottle with a mid-round pick for a trade for one of those guys, and then everything's going towards the future. So using this draft to build up your resources to support the quarterback you get in the 27 draft. So that's the Jets. Then we get to the Rams, and this is the one where there's the most, conversation and the most smoke. There's a lot. There's it's rumor season, Rich. So, you talk to scouts around the league, and they feel like Ty Simpson must have been told by somebody that he was going to be a lock to go in the first round because he had, $5 and $6 million offers in the transfer portal. Why would he turn that down unless somebody had given him some sort of assurances he'd go in the first round? And people have thought maybe that was the Rams. Maybe the Rams could be that team. So that's the theory there. But with the way I look at it is the Rams and in the past looked at Jared Goff and said, you know what, he's good enough to get us to a Super Bowl. We don't feel like we can win a Super Bowl with Jared Goff. So we're going to make this move and go get Matthew Stafford. And we've seen how Matthew Stafford throws a football as well as anybody who's ever thrown it. And then now you're going to, at the end of Matthew Stafford's era, then go to Ty Simpson. That just, I couldn't wrap my mind around that. It kind of, to me, he's a lesser version of Jared Goff who you deemed wasn't good enough. So that one, I couldn't make sense of. And then you look at the last one. So we've got the Jets, we've got the Rams, and you've got the Steelers. And the Steelers, look, I like Ty Simpson better than Kenny Pickett, but you could see how maybe that would scare you off of that a little bit. He's not the biggest guy. He's not real imposing. I think they do really like Will Howard. And I wouldn't be surprised if they wanted to kind of see what he can do. So I didn't have the Steelers as a Ty Simpson team either, which then leaves me with, I don't know where to put him. I don't know where to sneak him in.
Well, we'll see, obviously. And this is something you and I are going to chop up quite a bit when we're on the air on NFL Network with the on-field drills starting next Thursday in Indianapolis. Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.